has memory. It takes a century and a half for the earth to recover its hardness once it has been stirred. In the meantime, it remembers. In October 2000, a backhoe operator announces that he has found something. When his machine's shovel emerges from the earth, it contains a boot. From that trench, the remains of 13 disappeared people, Republican civilians, are exhumed. They had been murdered 64 years earlier. Their crime? Building Spain's first experiment in democracy, defending free education, equality, and the right to prosper collectively. In that grave, the remains of Emilio Silva Fava were found. He was the first victim of the Francoist repression ever to be identified via DNA testing. The silence had been perforated, and out of this opening, the Association for the Recovery of Historical Memory was born. In its 15 years of existence, the association has conducted over 100 exhumations. It has helped thousands of families bury their loved ones with dignity and to find out what happened to them. It has compelled the Argentine judiciary to investigate these crimes under the principle of universal jurisdiction. And it has organized the largest commemoration for those men and women who fought against fascism during the Spanish Civil War, which included a heartfelt expression of gratitude to the international brigades. It is now 40 years since Spain recovered democracy. No Spanish government has ever taken responsibility for repairing the damage caused by the dictatorship. But over 700 volunteers from over 20 countries have done so. Nowadays, the association receives no aid from the state. The Alva Puffin Award for Human Rights Activism will enable them to continue making reparations for hundreds of families. It will also mean that the forensic laboratory will remain open, and it will guarantee that the descendants of the disappeared will still have a place to go for help in their search for dignity and justice. Human bones have more memory than the earth. They are like clocks that forever mark the time of the crime. When a mass grave is exhumed, the men and women who are in it speak to us and tell us what they went through. The bones that were broken before they were killed, the bullet holes that reveal the position of the assassins. These are lessons of a history that, to this day, still goes untold in Spanish schools. The repression of the Franco dictatorship scattered hidden corpses all over Spain. The number of disappeared people has now climbed to 114,226. No Prime Minister of Spain has ever participated in a public event with the victims of the dictatorship. No government has taken on the responsibility of guaranteeing the rights of the relatives of the disappeared. When the association returns the identified remains to their relatives, many of them hug the volunteers and sincerely tell them, "Now I can die in peace." The search for the disappeared serves many purposes. It promotes true democracy in Spain by compelling us to recognize those who fought for it and protected it. It makes sure that the suffering of so many people was not in vain. It helps construct a culture of human rights where Spanish citizens will be able to say, with true conviction, "Never again."